Ta-da, good evening. We're starting off with a piece of music tonight. It's going to be a rather short and intensive little session tonight because, oh boy, do I have some news for you. Like I said, 2 pieces of news. Did I say 2 pieces of news? Well, it is only 2 pieces of news. Number 1, we're going to make a new recording. We being, well, me together with you. And the idea is, over the past few months, many requests have come from you, my loyal YouTube supporters, and other people as well who've written emails, and they've requested a new recording of my organ music. And I've been kind of putting it off because I wanted to concentrate on other things, but then I thought, no, we have to do this, we have to get it done. And the idea will be taking some of my pieces from the YouTube videos, some of the improvisations I've done, the ones that you particularly have liked. I'll sort of notate those for myself so that I can learn them again, and they will then be recorded. And also we'll add to that some of my jazzy arrangements, and we'll add to that some of my own compositions, my new things on top as well, and we'll create a recording. And that's going to be a rather exciting project. More on that in a minute, because news item number 2 is something that I've been working on in secret for a while. And you're all very familiar with all sorts of social media these days. And I've sort of been hunting around, well, for the last few years really, for sort of something suitable for the organ world. There are sort of people who have organ forums, and they have organ sort of sites where people get together and argue about the different sizes of diapason lips and whatever else, yeah? And I thought, well, that's all very interesting, but it's not very exciting. So I've invented my own organ community. And I've sort of very loosely based it on the Facebook platform, yeah? Sort of the way Facebook looks. I'm not a member of Facebook anymore. I was years ago, but I'm not anymore. But now I think it would be cool to have something like that, but just for the organ world. So what I'm going to do, I've been programming this for the past couple of weeks, really. Actually, a bit longer, but it's sort of intensively for the last couple of weeks. And now I need some guinea pigs to test it out. So, as a thank you to my Patreon and Steady members, you will be invited to be the first members of this sort of YouTube social media community, or whatever we're going to call it. And obviously you're going to be testing it. Yeah. Now the idea is you can post things there, you can chat to each other, you can follow each other, you can like things, you can, like I said, post everything. You know, it's going to be a bit like Facebook, but just purely for the organ world. So once it's been tested, then we will open it up to the whole world. It will be free. That's the important thing. I don't want it to be sort of anything that costs you anything. It should be free to all, but it will be closely monitored so that there's no nonsense on there, and we will try to keep it purely for the organ world, okay? So that's organ news number 2. Let's go back to the recording for a minute. A couple of days ago, I put a post on my YouTube community and I asked people, are you interested in a new organ CD? And a total of 1,200 people answered. And an average of 84% said yes. So that was enough initiative for me to then go ahead and get this done. And what I've done, I'll tell you in a minute, but what's going to be on this CD? A lot of people sort of commented on the post and said, oh, if you're going to make a CD, then please play this, please play that, make sure you play Bach's, blah, 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 make sure you play Widor's, blah, blah, blah. No. And that's not meant in a cheeky way, that's meant just quite simply because it's all been done before. Why should I just re-record something that's been recorded by much more talented organists on huge organs somewhere else in the world, yeah, by professional sound companies and blah, blah, blah. Why should I do that? I do a different thing on the organ, and that's actually why this channel, I think, has now become so popular, because I do my thing on the organ, and I've been showing you that an organ's capable of a lot more than just Bach and Widor and all the rest of that, yeah? So this new recording will include some of my jazzy arrangements. It will include some of the improvised works I've already played on some videos here, which I will of course then transcribe for myself so that I can relearn them to play them again as they appeared on the videos. And also some new compositions, especially for the recording. And that's where I need your help, because I would like you to be involved in this in 2 ways. One, I would like some ideas from you for themes for pieces of music for the recording. So if you've got a particular melody in your mind and you think, I would like to hear what Fraser does with that, let me know. And I will take that melody and I will create an improvisation or a composition around that, and that will be included on the CD. So I said 2 ways. What's the second way? Well, you can be involved in the financing of the CD. Now, people are going to start shouting and say, oh, he's just after our money again, and things like that. Well, it's quite simple this time. I've started a crowdfunding campaign or a project on a German site called startnext.com. And down below will be the link, and I'll see if I can sort of blend in the link here so you can see it. But it's startnext.com/Gartshore. Simple, okay? And on there you will see my project page. I've described what the project is going to be for people that aren't involved in YouTube, because obviously you are going to tell all your different friends on all your social media sites about this, and they're going to become hugely interested and they're going to join in too. Thank you. And the idea is you can you can donate money just like that if you want, but it would be more sensible if you bought your CD in advance. Okay, and I've got sort of 5 different thank yous laid out on the project page. Things from silly things like a signed photo, a lot of people still want that, or just a CD, 15 euros, or a signed copy of the CDs for a few euros more, or a signed copy of the CD with a score with the written notes for one of the pieces on the CD, or a luxury set. In other words, you get a signed copy of the CD and you get an entire sort of book of music for all the arrangements on the CD. Yeah, I've got a lot of work coming up, but it's going to be worth it. So, and you can sign up for these things, and they will be posted all around the world at no extra cost to you. So yeah, it's like a sort of a pre-financing, as it were. Yeah. So the quicker I get the amount of money I need for the recording together, the quicker I can get the recording done, get the CDs produced. They have to be sort of, what's the word in English to get CDs done? They're not pressed like vinyl records were. Or do you press CDs in English? You do in German. What do you do in English? Let me know. Get the CDs sorted out. A studio has to be paid. We're going to get it done professionally. We're not going to do it here in Hirschbach. We're going to find we've already done it, but we're going to find a rather wonderful special organ to record these pieces to show you. Obviously this will be filmed as well, so there will be a making of involved at some point. And so it's all in there. So all these costs have to be covered. So like I said, there's production costs, there's the sort of the Performing Rights Society in Germany, that's called the GEMA, G-E-M-A, and that's just a legal requirement. You have to do that when you produce a CD that you're then going to sell. You have to do that. So that costs as well, the mixing and mastering, and then the CD production itself has to all be taken care of, yeah? So there are no hidden costs in there. It's just basically all the costs that the recording will make, from playing the notes to actually getting a CD in the hand, okay? And the quicker you guys help me get that money together, the quicker we can get the CDs out, okay? I look forward to your support. So time to recap quickly. Number 1, we are going to make a new organ recording, and you are going to be involved in the production of that, because you are going to help pre-finance the production so that we get everything done as quickly as possible. And don't forget, as a thank you for that, you will get a copy of the CD at a greatly reduced cost, because obviously I'm talking to my English language people here. You're somewhere else in the world than Germany, and if you buy one of the CDs over this crowdfunding site, then you will receive a copy of that for that price, inclusive, I'm doing it again, English and German, I can't get them out of it. This is the only time I speak English in the week now, so it's I really need to practice my English, isn't that terrible? So yes, you will receive a copy of the CD, including international postage, okay? So, once they're finished and once they're ready on the sort of the open market, you can buy a copy of the CD, and then you will have to pay postage on top of that. So there's an incentive to get involved quickly. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is our new organ community. And like I said, members of Patreon and Steady who follow the channel, they will be invited to test this channel out. To see if everything works and to see if they like it. And when they say yes, which I hope they do, it will then be published to the entire world, and we will have a huge organ community out there just for us, nice and private. Oh, there is actually something else. Number 3. A few months ago, I promised you a certain piece of music. I'm not going to play it now, but a long time ago I promised that I was going to play this piece of music when we reached 10,000 subscribers, and I was going to put on my kilt and we were going to play it on an exciting organ. Well, it is going to happen, and this is what I wanted to mention again today. September is going to be a really busy month. I want to get the CD sorted. I want to get the online community sorted. And I promise you, hands up, I promise you this recording will go online in September. Promise. Right, that's more than enough for today. Yeah, over to you. You're the ones that need to help out now. So, I'm actually in a very good mood today. I'm very sort of excited about things. Yeah, I'm going to close up with a piece of happy, jolly, jazzy music, as usual. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you online, and then I look forward to seeing you next time. See you then. Bye-bye.